Testing. Hi everyone, my name's Iain McGregor. I'm the author of Checkpoint Charlie, The Berlin Wall, The Cold War and the Most Dangerous Place on Earth. I'm very happy to have been asked by HisFest Lockdown to come on board to talk to you about the subject and also how it relates to obviously what we're all going through at the moment. Hence I'm talking to you in my kitchen with the national lockdown, the global lockdown that is COVID-19, which has sadly turned into a pandemic and struck the world at this horrible time. Like a lot of authors, I've had all my events cancelled for the next 7 to 8 months. I spent 3 years working on this book and researching it. What I wanted to try and tell with Checkpoint Charlie was the story of the Berlin Wall, which a lot of you will know was the iconic man-made monuments that signified the split between East and West in the Cold War, which was built on August 13th, 1961, which took the world and obviously took the citizens of Berlin by surprise, that the communists built 78 miles of barrier that separated the city that was already 70 miles inside the East German territory. And yeah, I mean, I've always had a love of Cold War history. My history degree was in modern history. My thesis was on the Prague Spring. I've had student exchanges to the Soviet Union in the 80s. And as a publisher of non-fiction, my speciality is in history. So I've always had a love of this kind of thing. I was absolutely privileged to travel through Europe and to America to interview and capture the memories of over 70 people that had either served politically or militarily in the sectors of Berlin, or were civilians that lived in either East or West Germany. Like I said, I spent 3 years doing this, captured over 70 voices, and these are littered throughout the book. And what I wanted to do was try and show the reader not just the strategic side of things, but also to emphasize to them what it was like for the ordinary person to live near the wall, to see their street closed down, to see their loved ones perhaps in prison, to see their loved ones trying to escape, some of which obviously died. Over 200 people died trying to escape through the Berlin Wall, crossing over their famous or infamous death strip. So as I talked to the organizer of HisFest, I said to them, it's sad, but there's a connection there with my book to obviously what's going on at the moment. But the one thing I would say is we're very lucky, as I'm talking to you from my kitchen right now with my mobile phone filming this. I'm lucky enough to do that. We can all keep in touch with one another. We can all have Zoom meetings to tie in with our work or to our loved ones. Back then, when Operation Rose happened on August 1361, there was nothing there. All the communication systems have been closed down, and they would be for a good few years afterwards. All there was what you would read in the papers if you were lucky enough to get one. So the hysteria, the paranoia was in full effect. And I think in some ways we can catch ourselves lucky that it's happened when it's happened now. It's a horrible thing to go through, and I'm hoping we do get through it and get through it quite quickly so we can all get back on board with what we do in our working lives, but obviously just get on with our lives in general. So I hope you enjoy what's happening with the festival online. I hope you enjoy the talks. And obviously, please have a look at my book, see if you find it interesting. Thank you.